Congratulations, Chef of the Year, honored by the Free Press and the Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. It's a popular top 10 list that they release, and you were the top this year. How does that make you feel?
Um, I'm appreciative, and I'm honored for any awards or recognition, but I feel sometimes that gets translated differently to our young folks coming up, and it's really not extremely important to me. My personal mission is the most important thing. I'm glad people see and understand and appreciate what I'm doing, but my work is my work, and I would do it come hell or high water.
One of the things that you're known for is Farmacy Food. So just tell us a little bit about that and how you got started, what Farmacy Food is all about.
Our mission is to bring healthy people to the food or vice versa. And so we're very much in tune with understanding that food is health, food is medicine, and that our way forward is through how we and what we take in, how what we consume. And we believe that our food system has failed folks. Pharmacy food originated as a healthy meal service in terms of a subscription or meal packs. And so we have a full line of prepared meals that you're able to order online, either have delivered or come pick up here at Marygrove Conservancy. Take them home, open them when you're ready to eat them up. They're fresh, they're hot, they're really well defined in terms of their health benefits. We reach back to our ancestors and our forefathers to their knowledge base and understand that good, healthy foods have always been around us. We just took and did the wrong things with them. And also,
Right.
some of the other things that we do is we do education around the community. You'll find us out at Oakland Avenue Urban Farm doing classes. We just did one on fonio crusted um, fried green tomatoes. And so some of the things that we try to do and in terms of the education is to bring back some of the ingredients of our ancestors that were lost or greatly ignored since the diaspora. And fonio is one of those, which is a West African grain.
Tell me a little bit about, I believe, Too Many Chefs in the Kitchen for Good.
Oh yes, yes. Well, Too Many Cooks in the Kitchen for Good was started up by our mutual publicist David Rudolph. Brought together several of our chefs in the community, such as Chef Genevieve or Bangkok '96, and Stephanie Bird, and some other folks. But David approached me last March and said, we've got these restaurants that are looking to get rid of their food because they've got to shut down. This is when the mandate came around. What can you do? Can you help us out in any form or fashion? What do you have going on? And while we're not a restaurant per se, what we did have and do have is our ability to make connections out in the community. A friend of mine woke me up one morning and said, do you have a way of getting rid of 3 semi-trailers full of cooked chicken? Another friend, Anthony Delbain from Delbain Produce, sends me a text at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's a room full of food that needed a home. And we're not talking about trash. We're talking about good, viable food. Cherry Capital Food sent 9,000 pounds of protein just out of the goodwill. And so we put the effort in, we put the work in, but this was a community effort. It was a bunch of chefs and restaurant owners, but it's really beyond us. We work with Food Rescue US to get some of this stuff out to people. I work with Make Food Not Waste, and that organization, which I'm a part of, that played a part of it.
What was the biggest challenge that you faced in making sure both, finding people who were in need and getting these massive amounts of food out? You guys have fed thousands upon thousands of people.
The biggest challenge is how do you deal with the emotions of all this? Because at the same time, we're trying to help the community. We are a part of the community. And so we have amongst our group of folks, they've had their own physical challenges, family challenges, emotional, financial challenges. And sometimes you've got to think about the healers. We were going through all of this stuff at the same time, and we're losing family members and friends. Where we dealt with the same terror and fear that everyone else did, and so just being able to deal with our emotions because we feed people. It's about hospitality, and that's what we do. but it's just under different circumstances.
But how has this experience and this process so far changed
A
you?
couple of things. It's reinforced my belief that we need to fix our food system. And it's made me feel good about my work. That I know that now it has not been in vain. Um, it has shown me a subculture of good in our city and in our communities that needs to be celebrated. I see so much good out there, and I get to see it all the time because there's so much good happening in food these days. But I got to meet so many more people that understand and get the fact that we need change, that understand that we need good food, that understand that our health outcomes can be different, that understand that we can do this together. And so I've been uplifted. I've been elevated emotionally to a point where I'm just pleased to see and know that we can actually do this.